Once upon a time in a small villages, a man muttering to himself, "Why am I so lost in my thoughts? Everything feels so overwhelming. It's like my mind never stops." A figure appears, calm and composed. It's Buddha. The man stops in his tracks, surprised but curious. "Buddha, you seem troubled, my friend. Why do you carry such a heavy burden on your shoulders?" Man, visibly frustrated. "I can't stop thinking about everything. What to do next, what went wrong before, what others think of me. I can't quiet my mind. I feel like I'm drowning in thoughts that never end." Buddha, smiling softly. "Ah, you are caught in the web of your own thoughts. It's like being stuck in a storm, isn't it? What if I told you there is a way to calm the storm and find peace?" Man, eagerly. "Please, tell me how. I feel like I can't control it. It's driving me mad." Buddha, sitting down peacefully. "Let me tell you a story. There was once a man who was also troubled by the storm of thoughts. He sought peace, but no matter where he went, he found no escape. One day, he came across a wise teacher, much like you have found me today. A man named Rohit. Rohit is known in his village for his restless nature, constantly troubled by his thoughts. His thoughts race through every moment, never allowing him to focus. He seeks wisdom everywhere, but nothing works. Rohit was a man of many thoughts. In the mornings, he would worry about his work. In the evenings, he would wonder if he had done enough. He worried about the future, regretted the past, and missed the present. One day, exhausted from the weight of his overthinking, he decided to leave his village in search of peace. Rohit travels far and wide, visiting many temples, seeking advice from priests and scholars, but no one can offer him the calm he craves. Rohit to a priest. "I have come seeking peace, but all I find are more questions. My thoughts are endless, and I do not know how to stop them." Priest, sighing. "It is not easy to stop the thoughts, my son. They are like the wind, ever-changing and unstoppable. But perhaps you should seek a wise teacher in the mountains, where the silence is louder than the noise of the world." Narrator Rohit took the advice and traveled to the mountains. There he found an old monk sitting under a tree, unmoving, his face serene. Rohit approached the monk, his mind racing with questions. Rohit rushed almost out of breath. "I have traveled so far. Please tell me how I can stop my thoughts. I cannot live with this constant anxiety." Monk calmly. "You are like a leaf in the wind, my son, tossed and turned by every gust. You seek to control the wind, but the wind cannot be controlled. It is your attachment to the wind that causes your suffering." The monk then guides Rohit into a deep conversation about the nature of thoughts. Monk, speaking slowly. "The thoughts you have are not you, just as the clouds are not the sky. You cannot stop the wind, but you can learn to be still in the storm. The key is to be aware of your thoughts without being swept away by them." Rohit, confused. "But how do I do that? How do I stop myself from being consumed by my thoughts?" Monk, smiling gently. "Imagine a river. The water flows endlessly, just like your thoughts. But if you stand in the river and let the water flow around you, you will not be carried away. Instead, you must stand still and watch the thoughts flow without identifying with them. They are like passing clouds, always changing." Narrator, Buddha's voice. Rohit understood, but his mind was still restless. The monk continued. "Monk, to calm the mind, you must practice mindfulness. When you eat, focus on the taste. When you walk, Feel the ground beneath your feet. Do not let your mind wander to the past or the future, but stay rooted in the present moment. With time, the mind will learn to settle. Rohit stays in the monastery for many weeks, practicing mindfulness. Slowly, he begins to find peace. His thoughts become less frantic, and he learns to observe them rather than be overwhelmed. Narrator, Buddha's voice. Rohit's mind became like still water. He no longer identified with every thought that came and went. The storm of overthinking had passed, and in its place, there was a calm sea of awareness. Man, reflecting deeply. So, the key is not to fight the thoughts, but to observe them without attachment. Buddha. Exactly. Overthinking arises when we cling to thoughts, trying to control or resist them. When you observe without judgment, you allow the mind to settle naturally. Man, but what about the future? I still worry about what's to come. Buddha, calmly. The future is like a wave on the horizon, unknown, unpredictable. But just as you cannot hold on to a wave, you cannot control the future. All you can do is live fully in the present moment, for it is the only moment you truly possess. Man, I see now. I've been living in my thoughts, not in my life. Thank you, Buddha. Buddha, smiling gently. The peace you seek is already within you. It was always there beneath the noise. You only need to listen to the silence. Buddha. Remember, the mind is a tool, not your master. Master it and you will find peace.